All right, this is Lawler's Law Revisited. This is the next day after I uploaded the video concerning Lawler's Law, my first 100, and I said it needed more clarity of exactly how that works. That isn't really first to 100. And here's a perfect example. So here we have a game between Lakers and Detroit. Can you see that? Hope it's not too bright. All right, Detroit Pistons. There's 8:58 left in the game. All right, LA has 88. Detroit has 64. Now, ultimately, that's a 24-point lead, right? A 24-point lead with 8:58 left, really 9 minutes, isn't really a lot. Especially since I just turned to it, but they said they were up 36, so they've just gone on a run, right? They've gone on a nice run. What was that, 12-point run? Something like that. So, runs in basketball, it's all about the runs. The runs can happen quickly. Before you know it, they can get out of hand. So this is when the first 100 comes into play. At this rate right here, you can say first to 100 wins the game. Why? Because although it's a 20-some point game, they're going to run. LA needs 12 points to get to 100. Detroit needs 36. Right? 36 points in 9 minutes. That's a lot of points. Right? I wonder how many they have scored here within the fourth period. 64 points with 9 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter. That's not a lot of points. That's not on a good average. Right here, they're headed to 100. That should be somewhere you're at. Ultimately, you figure, NBA teams should score at least 25 points per quarter. You should be averaging over 100. Right? 25, so in the fourth, 25, 75. So at the end of the third, you should have 75. But look, they only have 64. So, like I say, even though the 24 points itself isn't a lot, but the 36 to get to 100, all right, those are extra. That's a nice bit. That's a run and a half. That's terrible defense, and just letting them go out and